There, my name's Phil Carrick, and thanks very much for taking the time to visit this page. I really do appreciate it. I'm an online marketer, an internet marketer for want of a better phrase, and many of my clients recently have said, well, can you show me the best way to do search engine optimization, how to get my site ranking up the search engines, and more importantly, how to look good. And I thought, well, yeah, that's no bother. I can do that. But I think what's critical these days, and something that people forget to do, are what I like to call the 3 marketing M's. Now, this is critical before you even consider what your website should look like and how you should position your website and of course yourself as the brand. So if you can think of a triangle, the 3 marketing M's, many people dive in and they say, okay, well, I need to market my website here, there. I need to advertise my business in the local press, on radio. That's absolutely wrong, okay? Because that could cost you an awful lot of money without actually having a clear message. Okay, and that leads quite nicely on to the first marketing M. The first marketing M is, what's your message? Essentially, what's your what? You know, what are your benefits? Now, if we can just take a look at this website here. Now, at the top, it says the best of, probably the best franchisee opportunity in the UK today. Okay, that's a fairly good strap line. But further down, okay, the only UK franchise to offer a £3,000 per month earnings guarantee. That's a fairly strong benefit. You know, that's compelling to make you read on. Okay, so that's a clear benefit. That's your message. So before you do anything online, always think of your message first. What are the benefits that you offer to your potential customers so that you can entice either him or her to spend their hard-earned cash with you? So just think about that for the minute. Now the next M, the marketing M, is the actual market, the who. Who are you going to get your message to? So essentially, that's your perfect avatar. You know, is it a man? Is it a woman? What ages are they? Have they children? What car do they drive? All these demographics really do make a good picture of your perfect customer profile, and that's very, very important to know that, because once you know that, then your marketing can be targeted quite specifically to that demographic. So that in itself is really important. So once you have your message and your market, then you can think about your media. How should I get my message to my market? And this is really where I help small business owners. I help them get their message to the masses using online media, and often the most cost-effective media as well. You don't always have to pay a fortune. You don't have to shell out a huge amount of money on traditional marketing, for want of a better word, like yellow pages and radio ads and newspaper ads. You just have to be a little bit creative. But in order to be creative, you need to know your message and you need to know your clear market. So, without further ado, okay, we've got this triangle built up now. We have your message, your market, and you've sort of got a good idea on your media. You know, first off, let's start with your website. Essentially, that's your a marketing media. So I've picked the best of again, because I do think this it ticks all the boxes, all the right boxes as well, because the main purpose for the owners of the best of is to get you to either call their number there or to leave your name and your email address. Now, this is this part here is lead generation, okay? They're capturing your name, your email, so they can market to you at a later stage. That's very, very important, because in the online world, you'll often hear of people saying, your wealth is equal to your list. Now, your list is your list of clients or prospects on your database. This is essentially what this is doing. It's building a list. Very, very important in this day and age. Doesn't matter what type of business you have, whether or not you have a traditional bricks and mortar business or you have a predominantly online business. It really doesn't matter. You can utilize lead generation strategies to really build up your database and create a sustainable, long-lasting business. So let's just critique this website very quickly, okay? So it's a well-known fact. If you go and you Google anything, let me see. Let's just go on to Google a second. Okay. So let's just Google electrician Belfast. Okay. Now, I don't know if you're aware of it, but whenever you Google anything and you put in a location, you'll often get ads at the top. Now, you'll notice these by a slight shading of the background, and there's always three. If there isn't three, then there's no more than three advertising. Okay, so there's always three at the top, and then down the right-hand side here, these are all ads as well. Okay, and then in the center, you have your Google plus local, which we'll talk about in the next video. And then you have the organic listings. The organic listings are essentially people who have got there on their own merit. You know, it's free optimization. They've gradually worked up the search engine rankings. But I just want to talk about the structure of the page, because this is very important. Okay, and there's a reason why Google's done this, because if you can think of a greater than sign, okay, it goes from the top left to the center right to the bottom left, okay? And that's essentially the way your eyes move on a page. So that's why Google have got their ads at the top here, on the right-hand side, and hopefully, okay, prove me wrong. But normally there's one or two ads on the bottom as well. Okay, so there's a good reason behind that. So therefore, if Google are advertising like this across the top to the right and then to the bottom, then it makes sense if you do the same on your website. So what you need to do is you need to have a clear call to action at the top, because people's eyes go to the top, to there. Funny old thing, there's a lead generation, and then down to the bottom left. To the bottom left, you have another call to action, or several call to actions, and they've also a lead capture form just to see if your area is available for the franchisee. So it's a perfect website, it really is. It gets all the ticks from me. There's lots of ways that you can call this business. There's testimonials as well, because social proof is a huge thing these days. You know, I don't know, whenever you're booking a hotel, do you read the reviews? I'm sure you do. I read the reviews, and many of my friends and family do as well. So online reviews are a huge thing, okay? So if you have testimonials, put those in your website as well. So remember, website. If you have a video, put a video on. Videos are proven to convert a lot better than static pages. So on the top, you want a clear call to action. Have your telephone number if you want people to call the business. And most businesses would jump at the chance of people calling them. So make sure you put your number there, unless you're purely online. But then you need to have a help desk as well. So okay, next thing is you always need to capture leads. It doesn't matter if you sell widgets, if you sell horses, or you're an online marketer. It really doesn't matter. Okay, have some place here that I'm pointing at the screen. I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen because you can't see me pointing. Sorry about that. But what you need is you need a clear call to action. You need to give something of high perceived value away. And then once people leave their name and email address, then that can kick off a series of marketing emails from yourself, just so that you always remain at the forefront of your prospect's mind. Okay, in the center of your website, have your clear benefits. Don't just talk about you. They're not really interested in you. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. It's all about them. What are the benefits that you can give them? Okay, clear call to action again, and then down at the bottom, make sure you've got some more calls to action. Okay, so that's essentially a website critiqued. I hope it's been useful for you. In the next video, what I want to show you is now that you've got your website the way you want it, it's time to drive traffic to that website. Now I'm going to show you some free and some low-cost ways of marketing so that you'll get highly targeted people to your website, and hopefully your sales will go up. So like I say, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave your name and your email address just in the box on this page, and you'll get my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.